Hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. I hope your day is finding you well. It is Thursday. It is Friday Eve. It is the fourth day of the week if you work Monday through Friday. If not, it's just plain old Thursday. So, hello, hello. If you go to ball games, a lot of times on Thursdays they have Thirsty Thursdays. So a lot of fun here on Thursdays. I hope you all are finding yourself well. Let me go over and just check my different streams and make sure everything is going okay. Let me do this. That is done here. Let's make sure we're streaming everywhere. Yep, we're streaming there. And are we streaming here? Yes, we are streaming here. So I'm over here on YouTube. I'm going to like, because it's good to like yourself. And then I'm going to share this over into the Twixverse and Threadosphere quickly. I can spell. I have been up since 6 a.m. I had a doctor's appointment this morning. So at 7:20. So I am a little punchy right now. So if I kind of, I don't know, fade off, it's because I I faded off. So yeah, I am not a morning person, but I tell you, it's kind of nice to have it done. It's over with. Um, I don't have to worry about it. So okay. So we have got our likes there. Let's go over here and we're going to start a poll. I like this Italian food best: risotto, pizza, spaghetti lasagna, or gnocchi. So here we go with that. Um, so I think we are good. It is, oh, you know what? I did forget to do one thing here. Uh, the one thing though is I am really hungry. Um, and I am not sure what to eat. Um, so let's see. Here we go. I'm going to put this up first because I like it. You are responsible for what you say and do. You are not responsible for whether or not people freak out about it. So there we go. Okie doke. So let's see. Where are we at? We have Snorter Cuber. Hello, humans and other critters. Hello to you, Snorter. I hope your Thursday is a finding you well. And Sapphire, it's a happy Friday Eve. Woo! Yippee! Happy Friday to you. We have some hellos. We have JPRP H1. Hello, hello. Um, I hope you are doing well. We have Sashi's good evening to you. Good evening. Your Friday Eve is almost over. I hope you had a wonderful day off. I hope you found everything you wanted to while you were grocery shopping. Yeah, Dadman's show last night. Sashi stopped by the Bucky and Dadman 2024 SEC in Michigan College Football Show. College Football Weekly, I think is what it's called. Yeah, thank you for stopping by for that. Um, and we have hellos and hellos and hellos and hellos. We have Siri Bot and Stream Elements. And hellos and hellos. And Stormtrooper says, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. I love it. And we have a Connie Clary saying, hello, everyone. Hello to you. I hope your Thursday is finding you well. Bum. We have a B from O Junior. Good morning to you. Happy Thursday. You like them all but gnocchi. I love gnocchi. I when I I love gnocchi. I know, but it is a hard choice. Oh wow! Congratulations going back to school. Yes, busy, busy, busy. Oh, so yeah, congratulations on going back to college. And thank you for stopping by when you can. I understand. I have my oldest is in college, is actually doing graduate school, and I don't hear from him that much because he's busy, 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 busy. And Devin says, "Thanks for the shout out, Mrs. The name was close enough. Have a great stream." Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Always a joy to get to see my favorite morning show. Well, that makes me happy. Thank you so much for that. And let's see. And Connie says, everything is all good so far. Me? Well, it could be better. I'll talk about it once we get through the chat. Um, but yeah, I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and some of the results were not as good as I was expecting them or wanted them to be. And it's explaining a lot of why I'm having the leg cramps and certain things that have been happening. But yeah, like I say, it could be better, but I love my doctor. I went to see to get a new doctor today. I absolutely love him. The first thing out of his mouth is says, "I don't know whether you'll like this or not, but I'm not a big one for pushing medicine." And I went, "Thank you," um, because I'm not a big one for take. I don't like taking medicines if I don't have to. Um, and when I had to start taking blood pressure medicine, it was very, very difficult for me um, because I'm a person that if I get a headache and I would go lay down instead of taking aspirin or Advil or Tylenol, I would go lay down. And even if I had a really bad headache, I'd lie down with an ice pack. So I just did not take medication. And so he was kind of looking at the medications that I am on, and he's going to work on some stuff there. Certain numbers on some of my tests were not the best. So there's things that I'm going to do in the 3 months before we meet again, and hopefully the numbers will be better then. So yeah, um, I just gotta I'm just now focused on that. And so I'm going to be doing some research and stuff like that. But hopefully, this will get these leg cramps gone because I have leg cramps every night and bad ones. Charlie horses that go up my entire calf and my toes. So hopefully, it will fix all that stuff. Um, but yeah, but I am doing great. I got up this morning. I am breathing. My blood pressure was amazing um, there. Uh, he was so funny. We talked and everything. He's at the end. He goes, "Well, let me check your heart to make sure you know, I got to check to make sure everything's okay and that you're alive." I said, "Okay." And he says, "You'd be surprised. Some people he checks their hearts." He says, and he's like, their heart rate is very low. But he said mine was good. So I'm like, "Yay, I'm alive. Woohoo. Isn't that nice to know?" But yes, I really like the doctor. Connie, that is part of the thing. It's not that. Um, my blood sugar is very high, and that um, is what's taking the potassium. I'm also taking a certain pill that is depleting potassium. And so, all those things together, right now, we're going to work on lowering my sugar. So, I'm going to be, I don't like exercising, but I will be making an effort to exercise more. Um, and um, and check out my diet. I think I'm doing pretty good on my diet, but I you can always do better, right? So, but yeah, because he talked about the bananas and all that, and he said that right now it's it's the sugar that's causing the problems. So yeah, but we're going to get this done, and you know what? I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on. You know, yep, carbs are a big thing. I love carbs, so we're just going to have to work on just work on it, and we will, and it'll be good. I wish we had a um a fresh market that was near where I could go like every morning or every couple days and just buy fresh vegetables, but we don't have one nearby. It's a grocery store and they're okay. But so um but yeah. And Soda Poopa says, I'm sorry I haven't been putting these chats up. I'm sorry. Snort Poopa says, so far I like the new vets much better than the old one. I lucked out and got a nurse practitioner. I actually got a doctor, and I really like him. And he was like, yeah, I don't push medicine. He goes, the pharmaceuticals, the pharmacy doesn't like me, but he said, I don't care. So yeah. But yeah, it's took my band-aid off where they did blood work this morning. Um, it's not bad. It's not as bad as it could have been. Could have been better, of course. So yeah, we're just going forward. Um, and we will get better. We will conquer this. Um, so yes. Um, I go back. The bad thing is I go back on December 4th, Dad man. December 4th. So any Thanksgiving stuff is I'm going to have to be very careful. I used to go to a nurse practitioner, um, but I this is who I got, so I'm just glad. I'm happy so far. I was it was oh I'm sorry I just hit the microphone. Um, it was nice talking to him. Um, I I just I really like him, so I hope he stays there. I hope he doesn't leave. I'll be sad if he leaves. So anyway, I love this quote. So we have kept it up here long enough. So let's go to our next thing, which is Tuesday at 1 p.m. Um, I will be doing the mini building block set of the Coyote. Um, I can't because it's got to be 3 months. I can't do that, dead man. So it is what it is. We'll be fine. So Tuesday at 1 p.m. I will say though, I am going to be doing my last hurrah tonight. We are going to see Beetlejuice at 7:40. It's a pre-showing. I'm really excited about it. And we have popcorn. Now the popcorn in and of itself is not bad, but the butter that I like on the popcorn is. So I'm going to enjoy it guilt free. And then going forward, we will do things differently. But yes, I'm going to enjoy the popcorn tonight. But yeah, next Tuesday at 1 p.m., we will be building the Coyote. And next Wednesday is the 2024 SEC and Michigan College Football Weekly Show with Dadman Walking and Bucky's Crafting. I listened to most of it last night. I did go to bed early because I had to be up at 6 a.m. Oh my gosh, I am not a morning person. But it was fun. It was fun, and it's fun listening to Dadman rant about the Florida Gators, um, and uh, and Bucky egging them on. It was a good show. Guys, if you can go over there and check it out, it would be fantastic. I believe that is all of my pre promos. So let's see, what are we doing? Let me check the chat and the poll here real quick. We have 8 people watching. We have let's refresh this here. We have 9 likes. Wow, thank you guys very much for that. Let me check out the poll here. 11 votes. Pizza is in the lead with spaghetti lasagna second, gnocchi third, and risotto is in fourth. Risotto is good, but it is hard to make. It's time consuming. It is time consuming. Um, but yes, so it is now. You know what it is? Da 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 da. Puzzle time. Da 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 da. Puzzle time. Woo! Deadman says that the show was fun and Bucky was great. Thanks for those who came and those who haven't checked out the replay. And those who haven't, check out punctuation, Deadman, punctuation. And those who haven't, check out the replay and join us next Wednesday. I know he's doing this on his phone. So punctuation and probably a voice thing. So punctuation is difficult all around. So let's go ahead and start our puzzle. It is 16 minutes into the show. Let me get a quick drink here. And here we go. Let's see our first word. Let me see. Let me take my medicine first. Here we go. Oh, sorry about that. And Dadman's like risotto. Hell's Kitchen makes it look like it should be a simple appetizer. Let's see, what word should we do first? Let's do audio. A-U-D-I-O. I think we did audio too. Yes, let's do audio. A-D-I-E-U. Audio. Hey, Fluff Chicks Productions, how are you today? I don't mind making risotto, totally worth the process of making it. Well, I tell you, we have worked in our kitchen, and I believe I could do it now. Snow Pooper says, I had to hit the hay before the show ended, but the good news is we beat the Hessians at Trenton. So I think you've been over here. I Between Dadman's channel and my channel, I see so many people that I don't know if you've been over here before or not. I think you've been over here, Fluff Chicken. If not, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And if you have been, welcome back. It's been a while. So we have adieu. The A is in the first word. There is an E and U. There's a lot of um, um, vowels in this word. So I believe the rest of the words are going to be consonants. So let's see. We do not have that many celebrations today. So let's see. The reason we did the um, what's it called? The poll is because it is a National Cheese Pizza Day. And this is from National Day Calendar. National Cheese Pizza Day says, hold the toppings. That's right. Cheese is all you need when celebrating this pizza holiday. Whether the pie is homemade or ordered in, make it cheese only. Add a variety of cheeses to your pie to celebrate. Smoky Gouda or a little Gorgonzola might mix it up. If you like a little cheddar, mild or sharp, shredded across the top will do. Debates prevail over thin or thick crust. However, that debate is for another day. The cheese holds the spotlight on this occasion. In fact, thin crust doesn't even have a day. How did that happen? However, deep dish does. Check out April 5th for more information about Deep Dish Pizza Day. And there's also a National Pizza Day on February 9th. So, yes, enjoy your pizzas today, especially if you love cheese pizza from nationaldaycalendar.com. And hey, Tina, how are you today? Happy Thursday to you. So, does anybody have any idea what this word could be? And hello, Curtis. I don't think I said hello to you. Hello, hello. Maybe I did. If I didn't, I apologize. Hello. I hope your Thursday is doing well. Oh, I have no idea what this word is. Help me out. Amuse. How about amuse? It is not amuse. So how about abuse? Oh, you're going to be at a sales meeting, so no lurking tomorrow. I understand that, Curtis. I appreciate the time that you do lurk. That uh, it just makes me happy. I really, really appreciate it. So we have abuse. Well, you know what? I didn't set my puzzle up the right way. Here we go. So we guys can see it better. So we guys can. So you guys can. So you guys can see it better. There we go. Abuse. It was the first word. Then we have a B and a U. The U is not in the third or fourth. The third or fifth, and the B is not in the second. Hmm. How about B? Whoops. How about Bunny? Bunny. Not bunny. You're doing a pumpkin patch. How cool is that? So if it can't be bunny, does anybody else have any idea what it could be? So everybody, I just went over to Fluff Chicks Productions and I subscribed. I'm going to go ahead and let's see. Let's okay. Let me make sure I do the correct one here. I believe this is your link to your page. So go over there and subscribe to Fluff Chicks, Fluff Chick Productions. Here we go. I think I did it correctly. So yes, Fluff Chick Productions. Go over there, check it out. It looks. I see the pumpkin patch short that she did or that they did. I'm sorry, I don't know if you're have not listened to anything, so I don't know. Uh, but yes, pumpkin patch, very cool. So go check them out. Go check them out. And thank you, Sashi, for subbing over there. So, do we have any idea of what this could be? Bully or buggy? And let's see. It's my fluff chick says, it's, I don't know what to say. If I should, Fluff Chick Productions is long. So I don't know to call you Fluff, to call you Chick, call you Fluff Chick, call you FC. I'll call you FCP. Um, It's Fluff Chick says it's my first pumpkin patch I'm doing this year for Halloween, timing it for Halloween. And Snow Poop has asked, how does one patch a pumpkin? And then he guesses buggy. So we're going to try buggy first because that's the first word that came in. And it's not buggy. And now we'll try bully. Bully. And it was bully. JP got it correct. Um, and Beaver Mo says, could always do a small garden. I want to try to get into gardening, but I so stink at it. Everything dies. I don't know. So I'm thinking of maybe really working on doing herbs first because I love fresh herbs. And then just do a few things that work. Um, so she says, I'll go to the, oh, I got to post that. I'll go to the channel and check out the chicks. And Tina says, maybe the great pumpkin will choose to rise on Halloween from your pumpkin patch. And Curtis says, the great pumpkin leaves coal in my stocking. We have some good mornings and good mornings. So we have an A and an E. The A is not at the beginning. The E is not in the fourth or fifth spot. So they're probably something AE, TEA, TEA. So the E and the A have to be in the second and third spot. So it's either AE or EA. And usually it's an EA. So let's try this word. Oh, no, there's no E there. So we can't do, oh man. Oh, REACT. How about react? React. It's not react, but the T is at the end, so it's AE. Oh no, the A can also be in the fourth spot. My bad. Does anybody have any idea? Oh, hot peppers are, you are correct, JP. Hot peppers are hard to kill. I give them away, but it's fun. Cherry tomatoes are also hard to kill. Well, let me tell you my hot pepper story. Okay, I was growing some peppers and I thought they were bell peppers. And so um, they were small, and I just got tired of the garden, and I says I'm done with it. Nothing's growing, so I just kind of left it alone. And this one plant just kept growing and just kept producing stuff. And I'm like, what the heck is this? So I took a little sliver. I promise you, it was not a millimeter big, kind of like the length of a nail, but real thin. And I stuck it to my lip, my tongue to taste it. My lip went numb. It was those it was the really hot habanero peppers, I think they're called. And I got gallons and gallons of bags of them. And they would not die. And I'm like, what the heck is the problem with these? And I just kept harvesting them because they were there. Well, I realized I had the timer set on the water and it was watering them every morning. So I was like, oh, so frustrated. I think one thing I would need to do instead of doing a sprinkler, because I think if they don't get watered that well, is do a soaking like hoses so the water gets onto the into the roots. So let me see. So I think you probably could go to your channel and then find your other channels there. So yeah, go check it out for Fluff Chick Productions. So I have no idea what this word is. There's an R, an E, and an A. The E is in the middle or the first. So ER, no, because the A can either be here or, whoops, I don't know what this word is. I can't get my brain to work. I've been up too long. So, oh, I'm trying to think. Um, there's not that many celebrations, so I don't want to. Oh, everything's gotten a vote now in our Italian food. Pizza still first, then spaghetti, lasagna, gnocchi, and risotto has got some love too. I like it when everything gets a vote. I cannot think of what this word is, everybody. Um, so there's an R. Oh, no, there's no. I was going to do great. Food distraction. Yay! Thank you. Everybody's trying to figure out this word. Let's see. What is this? P-A-L-A-P-P-A-M. P-A-L-A-P-P-A-M. Oh, very interesting. Let's see. Okay. So let me move this over here so we can see it. Okay, this is the website that I've gotten this from. It is somethingiscooking.com. And this is Apom or Palapom. Palapom. I think I said it correctly. And it is a traditional breakfast. It's made with rice and coconut. So this is it right here. And they say that this is often served with some kind of stew. Ooh, egg stew. That sounds good. Um, it's a side dish. And it says it's also, you could eat a side dish for curry. Okay, so palapam is made without yeast and has a beautiful lace rim or border. And I'm assuming palapam is made with yeast. It's or a fermented agent. Okay, so let's look. It's real easy. You need short grain rice, water, cooked rice, grated coconut, salt, sugar, and baking soda. So they tell you how to make it. So that looks really good. I'm going to pop this over into the chat here. Um, so there that is for those that are interested and like to go look at it, save it or whatever. So that one is, oh, so, okay, so that looks delicious. So, I'm going to go over here and go to my Discord and And anybody that has a Discord and would like to join, let me know in the chat or put in your what's it called? Your name. Trying to find my foods here. There it is. Food, glorious food. And we're going to add another one here. And there we go. Oh, yum. So that's a recipe. And if you don't like this recipe, you can always search and find another one. But that looks fun. And it would be lovely with a stew, I think. I always like having some kind of a bread or some kind of, you can dip or scoop with a soup or well, with stew. Soup you can't really do that. Soup you just soak it in and then you enjoy it. Why did that? Sorry, I need to get that to. I hope there was no naughty sites there. There shouldn't be. I'm just kidding. So there we go. We're going to save it here. So that looks absolutely delicious. So yes. Oh, so thank you. Thank you. Let me get everything closed here so we can try to figure out what this. I have a wok. I have like 3 woks. I could see cooking in the small wok. You put, I bet that's to make that curved little look. Oh boy, that just looks really, really good. You, thank you for the foods that you share, and Sashi says it's a rice flour pancake made with yeast. Connie says, heard that it's good to eat, Sashi. And Snorter poops, yum, 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 yum. And Connie is exactly snort. And my dad used to make it from scratch. He was an expert in it. He's too old to do it now. It's like when you see some people in the South. I'm from the South in the United States, and we love biscuits. And you can watch, I watched this one lady, and I'm just amazed. She takes and she has a flour bin, and instead of um, measuring out the flour and all that, she takes the ingredients, what I can't even know what they all are, and puts them in the flour, mixes it all up in there, makes it, and then takes it out and does the biscuits. And the flour is clean. There's no, pieces in it or anything. It's just amazing to watch when someone does that. When somebody, the way that it used to be done. So yeah, um, I bet you miss. I bet you miss them, especially your dads. I can see that. I can see that so much. So I'm just trying to think of what this word could be. I was going to do great, Great, but there's no G. And I don't think prate's a word or great or. So these words are annoying me. So I was really hoping it'd be react. I'm just typing in. Because the E is in the third spot. ERT, AERT. I'm just putting an X here. AERT. I can't think of anything that has an AERT. AERT. No. My dad was from a generation that used to make rice flour from pounding the rice till fine. Yeah. And the food was better. I'm sorry. I think sometimes we process stuff to the point where and I'm not talking about processed food, but like flour. Um, flour, if you hear the history of how in America white flour came to be, um, and then they took they were starting to do wheat flour, and then the wheat flour would not last on the shelf, and so they took the wheat germ out of it, and because of that, a lot of the nutrients and stuff were getting. So people were using the flour and they were getting sick. All these conditions started because stuff was missing from the flour that came from the germ. So they add all these uh, nutrients back into the white flour, called it enriched flour, um, so that people would not get sick. Um, instead of just, you know, and it didn't, and it doesn't, and it has a shelf life where you can get wheat germ, wheat seed, wheat berries. I mean, wheat berries, and they last forever. And you grind them yourself, and you have these wonderful nutrients and everything that you don't have when you just buy flour. I don't know what this word is. The E is in the third spot. It's not, I wish it was great, but it's not. ERT, I don't, blank, E blank RA, E R, EX. I have no idea what this word is. Indians use a lot of whole wheat flour in their breads. And if they grind them fresh, the breads are so much better for you. Whole wheat flour, once you grind the wheat berry, it starts losing its nutrition immediately. So you need to grind it. I say immediately. If you keep it in the fridge, it's going to lose its nutritional value. So you need to grind what you need and use it for it to have the best nutritional value. I don't know what this word is, everybody. I'm just staring at it. Um, oh, the E might start ER blank blank RE. No, we already tried that. I can't. You guys have any ideas? EREAT. Oh, treat. Look at there. It was treat. I just had to keep trying. Then we have an M at the second, an E at the fourth, the fifth, and then there's an S. SMOKE, smoke. Let's try smoke. It was a smoke. Yay! Then we have an EA and the third and fourth, and then there's an GNNL. Let's solve this one, then we'll look at the next. Oh, here's a food one, Sashi. It is, well, I shouldn't say Sashi, but everybody. It is World Samosa Day. World Samosa is celebrated every year, and we are excited, we being nationaltoday.com, excited to celebrate this day by eating the delicious snack. Samosas are a fried pyramid shaped dish filled with onions, potatoes, cheese, peas, and several other filling options. They are extremely popular in India, Egypt, South Africa, and the Middle East. Generally eaten as an appetizer, for samosa fans, it is a three-course meal, and World Samosa Day is a day of festivities. Despite popular belief, samosas did not originate in India, where it enjoys extreme popularity. It originated in the Middle East sometime before the 10th century. It was brought to India by traders around the 13th and 14th centuries. Today, samosas are so well loved in India that they can be found anywhere, from homes to fancy restaurants to roadside vendors. The samosa finds reference in 10th century gastronomic literature. Many medieval Persian texts mention sambosang, which is an early relative of the samosa and the cousin of the Parisian pyramidal pastry samsa. Historical accounts refer to sambusak, and even Sambusak, Sabusak, and Sandbusaj as tiny mince-filled triangles eaten by traveling merchants around campfires and packed in saddlebags as snacks for a long journey. According to these references, traveling merchants traveled from Central Asia to North Africa, East Asia, and South Asia, and with them, samosas reached these places. In India, samosas came to the Middle Eastern chefs who migrated for employment during the Delhi's Sultanate rule. Soon it became a snack fit for the king. Whether the medieval Moroccan traveler Ibn Battuta visited India in the 14th century, he documented the banquets at the court of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, where sambusak, a dish filled with minced peas, pistachios, almonds, in a triangular pastry, was served to the guests. There have been numerous accounts of people enjoying this historical delight since then. So, Samosa Day. And let me see. Um, Glean, I believe it might be glean. I will type that in. Well, let me type it in now and then we'll do the chat so we can look at the next word. So this one, oh, that's an easy one. We have Atwood, what's up, y'all? Not much, not much. You keep buffering so you're falling behind, man. That's okay. Catch up when you can. Just don't answer any of the puzzle. You'll look silly. Um, and we have hellos and hellos. And Sashi says, we have samosas and fried spring rolls everywhere. I love fried spring rolls. And I have had samosas and I like them. Some of the versions like are kind of like Dadman likes empanadas, which is, I think, any kind of fried meat pie like that is good. I think it just sometimes the toppings, the not the top, the fillings are what make them each unique to their area. And we have a bunch of hellos. I usually buy, Sashi says, I usually buy spring roll skins and store it in my fridge. It's pretty cheap down here. Both samosas and fried spring rolls use the same skin. Oh, interesting. Interesting, interesting. So, yes, that's so we have this word here, which is inlet. And then we have an E in the middle, an R, O, and an A. The R can be in either the fourth or the fifth. The A can be in the second or fifth. And the O can be in any of the spots. Now, when we have spring roll skins, they're like really like a thin rice paper. Is it different down there? This is well, these are recipes. Oh, interesting. Okay, so they're two different kinds. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was looking. I'm going to. I'll show you what I'm looking at. I was looking. We normally have our spring roll wrappers. Kind of are like these, the thin, transparent rice papers, kind of like that. But looking, they have some. Here's a recipe that they're more opaque, and they actually showed. Where was it now? Like here's like a spring roll wrapper, which is more like an egg roll wrapper. So very interesting. Here, there's a picture. So very different than what we can get. I'm sure we can get the other, but ours is, like I say, much more transparent of what I thought of spring rolls. So interesting. Interesting. I'm trying to click this off. The Vietnamese spring rolls use the thin rice papers. Okay, I did not. When I hear about like spring rolls, that's kind of what I think of. But those look very good. Thank you for clarifying that. So we have some conversation about how's everybody's doing today. Um, so we have this word here. Um, oh, I have no idea. So let's see the RAREROERA. The fried spring roll wrapper is made from wheat flour. Interesting. I will have to look. I should have gotten that recipe. But yes, I kind of look at them and I kind of think of wonton wrappers. But I think the wonton wrappers are thicker and they're round, I believe. It doesn't, the shape, you can always change that. But I think they're thicker. What we have at our stores. Oh, goodness. I have. Oh, we are not doing good on these puzzles today. So there's an R, an E, A, and an O. The A, I think AER, AER. I don't think there's any things. Um, it's very interesting when you look and just try to figure all this stuff out. But I saw that they had a recipe for the spring rolls, and so that might be very interesting to try. Because I think like I mean, there's lupia and the spring rolls, um, and egg rolls are all those kind of type of rolls, and they all use different kinds of um, papers. I'm just chattering, trying to figure out what this is because we don't have that many holidays, people, and If I do them all, they'll be done. There's like 4 holidays, 4 celebrations today. Opera, thank you. Thank you, Atwood. Opera. Yay. Then we have an A and then an S and an A. And it ends in a Y. Washi? Hey, I've been up since 6 a.m. this morning. Atwood. I had a 7:20 doctor's appointment this morning. I'm on nap mode already. Washi. And then we have agile and theme. And I think we know what this one is, but let's see what our next holiday is. I am not doing that one. It is International Day of Charity. Originally a Hungarian civil society initiative to commemorate Mother Teresa's death, International Day of Charity took off worldwide in 2012 when the UN declared it an international holiday. Besides honoring Mother Teresa's tireless work to help others overcome poverty and suffering, the holiday provides a platform for charitable opportunities to take place. If you can't make a financial donation, there are so many ways to get involved, including buying gifts that give back to charities. Well, that's a financial donation, is it not? So that makes no sense. Overall, this day reminds us that simple acts of charity, you know what you can do? If you cannot make a financial donation, you can give your time. And that might be all. If all you can do is promote a event that they're doing through your media or whatever, then you can do that. But you do what you can do. But overall, this day reminds us that simple acts of charity can alleviate the worst effects of humanitarian crisis and create more inclusive and resilient societies. So, International Day of Charity. Yeah, we're pretty much done with we have one more, whoops, one more celebration and we'll wait and do that in a little bit. So we have onion, ONION, and then we have cease, which might be pretty easy now. Track, we have an L, an O, a T, and then there is a U. Onion, says Snotapoopas. And Connie says, knows that feeling about struggling. And Sashi says, the French would say onion. Onion. And we have B from O. Hello, Mrs. And chat, he says, and I say hello to you. It's Nora Poopas is, oh, yum, 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 yum. Yes, yes. And we have FLOUT, flout. I'm going to flout that around. And we have cheer. And we have class. Flash, sorry, CLASH, flash. And then we have an L, a P, which we don't know where to go, and a U in the second, an A in the fourth. And let's go ahead and do our last celebration because I think the rest of these are going to kind of pop real quick. We have National Be Late for Something today. National Be Late for Something Day from Days of the Year. Are you one of those people who are incredibly impunctual? Yeah, punctual, yes. If I'm not 15 minutes early, I consider myself late. Are you enslaved to the clock and counting every minute? Do you consider letting yourself have one moment of leisure when you're supposed to be somewhere, something tantamount? Do you consider letting yourself have one moment of leisure when you're supposed to be somewhere, something tantamount to a grievous sin? What's wrong with you? I don't even understand that sentence. You don't need to be on time everywhere you go. You need to stop and smell the roses once in a while and realize it's all just one long rush to the grave if you don't take some time for yourself. Be late for something day reminds us that sometimes, just sometimes, it's okay to let things slide and not quite be on time. Okie dokie. Well, I'm going to say I think it's rude if somebody's waiting for you and you're late. I think it's rude if you have an appointment at anywhere, whatever it is, a doctor, a car dealer, dealership, anywhere, a hair salon. If you're late, it's rude. Now, if these are you're talking about, um, okay, oh, I have to go shopping. I want to be shopping at 1, and you allow yourself to be a little late. That's okay as long as it doesn't affect the other people. But I think it's just extremely rude. I don't like that holiday. I think it's extremely rude to not be on time. And I know there's some countries that it's a joke that they're not never on time. If they're an hour late, they're early. Oh, that would drive me crazy. I'm so glad I don't live in that country because it would be hard for me. So we have an ALI and a B. We have done all our celebrations. Our poll, we have 19 votes. Pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, gnocchi, and then risotto. Yay, everybody. Thank you for the voting. Alibi, ALIBI. Whoops. I put that in the chat instead of in the alibi. And it is alibi. Then we have a R and Y at the end and a W O and a D. So let's see. DOWRY, dowry. Then we have a TOPA, and we have the letters that are already given, and a QZ, XV, and a J. Anybody know what this word topaz? So we have an IN, and then there's a D. IN, I think the D goes here, and the E goes here. And does anybody else have an idea what the last letter is? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Index, it's index, everybody. And then we have a cruft. What the heck does cruft mean? Cruft. I have to look that one up. CRUFT. Oh, cruft is anything old or of inferior quality. Redundant, old, or improperly written code, especially that which accumulates over time. Clutter. So anything old or inferior that gets in the way. I have a lot of cruft in my house. A lot of stuff that gets in my way. Cruft. And then we have Toned, toned. And we have incur and artsy and show guy and defer and se, and then there's an r and an o, and we have the letters q, v, and a j. Let's see. The r has to be in the third spot, because if you can see, there's an r here and here that's yellow. The o can be in the last two spots. SER. Anyone have an idea? SERVO, servo, correct. We have sure, I am sure, round, where, and CUPID, Cupid. We have completed the puzzle in 45 minutes, game time an hour and 6 minutes stream time. The words are abuse, let's try that again. Abuse, bully, treat, smoke, glean, inlet, opera, washi, clash, cheer, flout, track, cease, onion, theme, agile, people, alibi, dowry, topaz. We're not doing it in one breath. Index, cruft, toned, incur, cupid, wear, round, sure, servo, defer, shogi, and artsy. Yay! We have completed the puzzle. So everyone, today, I'm just going to zip through. I am getting tired. So I'm going to start kind of, we're going to get moving here. So we have the birthdays today, September 5th. Happy birthday. If you're born on September 5th, I hope your day is finding you well. So here we go today. Who is our first birthday? I don't know. Well, I do know. It is a Louis the 14th. Passed away at 76 years old. He was known as Louis the Great or Louis le Grand, the Sun King or Le Roi Soleil. Uh, and he was King of France from 1643 until his death in 1715. He has a verified reign of 72 years and 110 days. It's the longest of any sovereign. I don't usually put sovereigns down unless they have something, interesting. And his is that he has the longest reign of any sovereign. I looked it up because I thought, wow, Queen Elizabeth has been reigning for quite a long time, but she has not. It has not been 72 years, so she is the longest English monarch or British monarch, but he is the one that has reigned the longest um, of any sovereign. His legacy is widely characterized by French colonial expansion, the conclusion of the 8 Years' War involving the Habsburgs, and his architectural bequest marked by commissioned works of art and buildings. His pageantry, opulent lifestyle, and ornate, cultivated image earned him endearing admiration. He raised France to be the exemplar nation state of the early modern period and established a cultural prestige which lasted through the subsequent centuries until today. Hello, RN Feliciano, KDTV. I hope you are doing fine, Raymond. It's not a poopus. Oh, well, I can start putting chats up. I forgot. Yay. Oops, wait, it disappeared. Where did you go? Here we go. Hello, Raymond. And we have Snortopoopas. L'été c'est moi. L'été c'est moi. I don't know. I know, I think that is, it's me is the same, c'est moi, but I don't know what the first one is. And we have hellos and hellos and hellos and hellos. Our next birthday person, I can't even say big words today. There's not going to be many big words today. Is John Wesley Cromwell. Let's read the word. He passed away at 80 years old. He's a lawyer, teacher, civil servant, journalist, historian, and civil rights activist in Washington, D.C. He was among the founders of the Bethel Literary and Historical Society and the American Negro Academy, both based in the capital, Washington, D.C. He worked for decades in administration of the U.S. Post Office. He also was a founder, editor, and contributor to a number of newspaper and journals. He worked for, let's see, he also, one of the prominent journals was the People's Advocate. In the latter half of his career, he wrote articles and manuscripts and gave speeches. He established himself as a leading scholar of African American history. In 1887, he was described as the best English scholar in the United States. Cromwell was also successful as a lawyer late in life and was the first black lawyer to appear before the Interstate Commerce Commission. John Wesley Cromwell, 80 years old. Oh, the state. The state is me. I am the state. We have Jesse James at 34 years old, an outlaw who was a bank and train robber, guerrilla, and leader of the James Younger Gang. He was raised in the Little Dixie area of Missouri. His family maintained strong Southern sympathies. He and his brother Frank joined the pro Confederate guerrillas known as the Bushwhackers, operating in Missouri and Kansas during the American Civil War. As followers of William Quantrill and the Bloody Bill Anderson, they were accused of committing atrocities against Union soldiers and civilian abolitionists. After the war, as members of various gangs of outlaws, Jesse and Frank robbed banks, stagecoaches, and trains across the Midwest. They gained national fame and even popular sympathy despite their brutality. The James brothers were most active as members of their own gang from 66 to 76 when the result of their when as a result of their attempted robbery of the bank in Northfield, Minnesota, several members of the gang were captured or killed. They continued in crime several years after. They recruited new members but came under increasing pressure from the law seeking them out. On April 3rd, 1882, Jesse James was shot and killed by Robert Ford, a new recruit to the gang who hoped to collect a reward on James's head and promise amnesty for his previous crimes. No honor among thieves. He was already a celebrity in life. James became a legendary figure of the Wild West after his death. There was a lot of myth about him that he was like a Robin Hood, which there's no proof of that. There's just so much stuff that goes around that's not corroborated one way or the other. It just goes to show how someone's, like they say, their mythos can increase after they have passed away. So Jesse James, I know that the question was asked in chat, but if you could ask permission before you post any of your programming stuff, that would be wonderful. Just to kind of um, so I'm aware. But I know you were just answering a question, and I understand that. So, but just so other people know, we have Lester Allen Pelton, 78 years old. He's an inventor. He contributed significantly to the development of hydroelectricity and hydropower in the American Old West, as well as worldwide. In the late 1870s, he invented the Pelton water wheel, at that time the most efficient design of impulse water turbine. He is recognized as one of the fathers of hydroelectric power and was awarded an Elliott Cresson Medal during his lifetime and is an inductee in the National Inventors Hall of Fame. And we have Arthur Nelson, A.C. Nelson, 82. If you're in America, United States, you probably remember him if you have some age. Uh, he was a market research analyst. The ratings for television, radio, and all that, they did the research on that. Um, he founded that company in 1932, and in so doing, he advanced the new field of market research. It involved testing, marketing new products to determine their viability prior to costly mass marketing and production, and measuring product sales at a random sample of stores to determine market share. Careful statistical sampling was crucial in this process. He also pioneered the development of measuring the audience of radio and television programs. Most they were known as the Nielsen ratings. Nielsen inaugurated a national radio index for broadcasters and advertisers in 1942. By the time of his death, his company's revenue was $398 million a year. I understand, Connie, but I just wanted to let other people know. It's okay. And we have a Daryl Zanuck, 77 years old when he, um, 77 years old when he passed away. He's an American film producer. His early contributions, he his earlier con, he earlier contributed. I'll get that word right. Stories for films starting in the silent era. He played a major part in the Hollywood studio system as one of its longest survivors. The length of his career was rivaled only by that of Zucker, Adolf Zucker. He produced three films that won Academy Awards in his tenure: How Green Was My Valley, Gentleman's Agreement, and All About Eve. And we have Frank Thomas, 92 years old, American animator and pianist. He was one of the Walt Disney's leading team of animators known as the Nine Old Men. After graduating from Stanford in 33, he attended Chouinard Art Institute. Then he joined the Walt Disney Company in 1934 as employee number 224. There he animated dozens of feature films and shorts and also was a member of the Dixieland band Firehouse 5 plus 2, playing the piano. In feature films, among the characters and scenes he animated were the dwarfs crying over a Snow White's body, Pinocchio singing at the Marionette Theater, Bambi and Thumper on the ice, Lady and the Tramp eating spaghetti. I love that scene. And the Three Fairies in Sleeping Beauty. He did Merlin and Arthur as squirrels, and the wizard's duel between Merlin and Madame Mim in the Sword of in the Stone. He also did King Louie in the Jungle Book, the song I Want to Be Like You, which featured King Louie and Baloo the Bear. He also did the Dancing Penguins and Mary Poppins and Winnie the Pooh and Piglet and Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day. He was a directing animator for several memorable villains, including the evil stepmother Lady Tremaine in Cinderella, the Queen of Hearts in Alice in Wonderland, Captain Hook, James Hook in Peter Pan. He retired from Disney in 1978, and in the 80s and 90s, he served as advisory board on the National Student Film Institute. He co-authored a book with Disney legend Ollie Johnston that comprehend the comprehensive book Disney Animation: The Illustration of Life. It's regarded as the definitive source on traditional hand drawn character animation, particularly in the Disney style. Thomas's last work was in an animated film before his death was The Incredibles. It was directed by Brad Bird. He voiced a character instead of animating one. Frank and his friend and colleague Ollie Johnston also voiced and were caricatured as two old men saying, "That's old school. Yeah, no school like the old school." The pair had previously been heard and caricatured as the two train engineers in Bird's The Iron Giant. Um, I am You can, yes, I don't, yes, if you use it for your streaming, if it's a generic email, yes, if it's, um, okay, he'll find you on X. That's good. Okay, great. I just get nervous with a personal, an email, whether it's a business one or not. I just get nervous about it. But thank you for asking. So Stuart Freeborn, 98 years old, was a British motion picture makeup artist. He has been referred to as the grandfather of modern makeup design. He passed away at 98 years old. He's most best known for his work on the original Star Wars trilogy, most notably the design and fabrication of Yoda. Freeborn's earliest work in the film industry was designing the controversial hair and the makeup worn by Alec Guinness as Fagin in Oliver Twist. His most famous work is creating the makeup for all of the characters in the Star Wars trilogy, including Chewbacca and Yoda. He based Yoda on his own face and partly on Albert Einstein. And if you look at this picture, it does. You can see it. You can see it. That is so cool. He oversaw the design of the original Jabba the Hutt puppet used in Return of the Jedi, as well as the creation of the Ewoks. Freeborn was also the makeup artist on Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey, where he created the human/apes for the Dawn of Man sequence. He worked on Kubrick's Doctor Strangelove, handling Peter Sellers' multiple roles. He also worked with Sellers in several other films, including Heavens Above, Mr. Topaz, The Mouse That Roared, and Soft Beds. Hard Battles, and he was the makeup visual supervisor in the Superman films. So, wow, Stuart Freeborn. Never even knew about this man. How amazing is that? I love it when I go through these birthdays and I find gems for me anyway. Other people who probably are in Star Wars knew who he was, but gems like this, and scientists and things that were created and people that were pioneers. I just love finding those. And so our next person is Bob Newhart, passed away at 94 years old just recently. He is an American comedian and actor known for his deadpan and stammering delivery style. He began in stand up comedy and transitioned his career into acting in television. He has received 3 Grammy Awards, an Emmy Award, and a Golden Globe Award. He received the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor in 2002. He did some record albums of comedic monologues, which uh, reached the top of the charts, um, and have won Grammy Awards. The same year, but let's see, he hosted a short-lived variety show titled The Bob Newhart Show, and then he played the Chicago psychologist Robert Hartley on The Bob Newhart Show from 72 to 78. He won a Golden Globe Award for Best Male TV Star. He then started as the Vermont innkeeper Dick Loudon in the series Newhart in 1982 and 1990, where he received 3 nominations for Emmy Awards. Let's see. He was in many movies: Hot Millions, Catch 22, Cold Turkey, In and Out, and Elf. He voiced Bernard in the Disney animated film The Rescuers, and The Rescuers Down Under. He played Professor Proton on the CBS sitcom The Big Bang Theory, um, which he received an Emmy Award for, his first one. And he also reprised the role in the prequel series Young Sheldon. Bob Newhart, 95 years old. And we go from Bob Newhart to bombshell Raquel Welch. She was an American actress. She first gained attention for her role in Fantastic Voyage, after which she signed a long-term contract with 20th Century Fox. They lent her contract to the British studio Hammer Film Productions, for whom she made 1,000,000 Years BC. Although Welch had only 3 lines of dialogue in the film, images of her in the doe-skin bikini became best-selling posters that turned her into an international sex symbol. She later starred in Bedazzled, Bandolero, 100 Rifles, Maya Breckinridge, Hannah Calder, Kansas City Bomber, The Last Sheila, The Three Musketeers, The Wild Party, and Mother Jugs and Speed. She made several television variety specials. She, though her portrayal of Through her portrayal of strong female characters, it helped her break the mold of the traditional sex symbol, um, which the persona was this the blonde bombshell. Um, she developed a unique film persona that made her an icon of the 60s and 70s. And she was also had a love scene with Jim Brown in 100 Rifles, that made cinematic history with their portrayal of interracial intimacy. She won a Golden Globe for her performance in The Three Musketeers, and she also was in the uh, television movie Right to Die. Her final film was in 2017 was How to Be a Latin Lover. Raquel Welch passed away at 82 years old. And we have Dennis Duggan, 78 years old. Happy birthday. Our first one that is actually living. Um, he is known for directing the films Problem Child, Brain Donors, Beverly Hills Ninja, and National Security, and also with his partnership with actor Adam Sandler, which he directed the films Happy Gilmore, Big Daddy, The Benchwarmers, I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, You Don't Mess with the Zohan, Grown Ups, Just Go With It, Jack and Jill, and Grown Ups 2. He's a 4-time Golden Raspberry Award nominee for Worst Director, and he won once. Dennis Dugan is 78 years old. And then Frederick. I read the first and last names together. That man loved Problem Child. We have a Freddie Mercury here. He is a British singer and a songwriter. He achieved worldwide fame as the lead vocalist and pianist on the rock band Queen. He is regarded as one of the greatest singers in the history of rock music. He was known for his flamboyant stage persona and 4-octave vocal range. He defied the conventions of rock frontmen with his theatrical style. Uh, he influenced the artistic direction of Queen. He formed Queen in 1970 with guitarist Brian May and drummer Roger Taylor. He wrote numerous hits for Queen, including Killer Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, Somebody to Love, We Are the Champions, Don't Stop Me Now, and Crazy Little Thing Called Love. His charismatic stage performances often saw him interact with the audience. If you watch the 1985 Live Aid concert, you will see that. He also led a solo career and was a producer and guest musician for other artists. In 1987, he was diagnosed with AIDS, and he continued to record with Queen and was posthumously featured on their final album, Made in Heaven, in 1995. In 91, the day after publicly announcing his diagnosis, he died from complications of the disease at the age of 45. A concert in tribute to him was held at Wembley Stadium in benefit to AIDS awareness. I was in England when he passed away, and yeah, it was crazy. As a member of Queen, Mercury was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2011, the Songwriters Hall of Fame 2003, and the UK Music Hall of Fame in 2004. In 1990, he and the other Queen members received the Brit Award for Outstanding Contribution to British Music. 1 year after his death, he received the same award individually. In 2005, Queen was awarded the Ivor Novello Award for Outstanding Song Collection from the British Academy of Songwriters, Composers, and Authors. Freddie Mercury passed away at 45. Okay, so they're different tailors, different drummers. Oh, Roger. Oh, there's a couple Roger Taylors, huh? That's funny. He says, not to be. Let's see. Wait, let me start here. Okay. Freddie Mercury watched Queen's Somebody to Love Montreal 1981 live. I think anything of theirs is amazing. Not to be confused with Roger Taylor, drummer for Duran Duran. Okay. Queen is a favorite. Yes. Sasha, great one. Live Aid is amazing too. Well, Roger Taylor is a very common name, is it not? And our next person is Kathy Guyswite. She's an American cartoonist. Now, I remember her. I don't know if a lot of people will. She is 74 years old. She created the comic strip Kathy, which it ran for 34 years. The strip focused on a career woman facing the issues and challenges of eating, work, relationships, and having a mother. Or, as the character put it in one strip, the four basic guilt groups. She continued to draw funny pictures as an emotional me- coping mechanism to events in her life and work. Um, oh, this was before she was published. She would send these pictures to her parents. Her mother kept urging her to send them to a publisher, so she did. She goes, my entire goal of my submission package was to get my mother off my back. My goal was not to do a comic strip. It was to make my mom quit telling me that I could make a comic strip. Gaswike was flabbergasted when the company sent her a contract to produce a comic strip. Uh, she was sometimes listen to your mom. Listen to your mom. She was syndicated to 66 newspapers in 1976 by Universal Press Syndicate. Now it's called Universal UClick. And Guyswide did both. She had an advertising job, and she did comics by night. By the 80s, the strip was carried by 150 dailies. She was earning 50,000 per year for Kathy. So she quit her advertising job to work on Kathy full time. At the peak of the strip's popularity, it appeared in almost 1,400 papers. On August 2010, August 11, 2010, she announced the strip's retirement after 34 years. Its run ended on October 3rd, 2010 on a Sunday strip. Kathy Guyswise, 74 years old. And we have Michael Keaton, an American actor. And we're going to go see him tomorrow. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Oh, no, tonight. Sorry, we're going to see him tonight. Um, he received numerous accolades, including a Primetime Emmy Award, 2 Golden Globe Awards. In 2016, he was named Officer of the Order of Arts and Letters in France. He gained early recognition for his comedic roles in Night Shift, Mr. Mom, and Beetlejuice. He gained stardom portraying the title superhero in Batman and Batman Returns. He took roles in Clean and Sober, Much Ado About Nothing, The Paper, Multiplicity, Jackie Brown, Jack Frost, Herbie Fully Loaded, and The Other Guys. He also performed voice roles in the animated films Cars, Toy Story 3, and Minions. He experienced a career resurgence since taking a starring role as a faded actor attempting a comeback in the movie Birdman, for which he won a Golden Globe Award. He's since acted in biographical dramas such as Spotlight, The Founder, The Trial of Chicago 7, and Worth. He portrayed the Vulture in Spider Man Homecoming, which he also reprised in his role as, while he also reprised his role as Batman in The Flash and the title role in Beetlejuice, which we're going to see tonight. Yay! He has starred in television as a journalist in the film Live from Baghdad. He portrayed a drug addicted doctor in the series Dope Sick, and he won a Primetime Emmy and Golden Globe for those. He also directed the films The Merry Gentleman and Knocks Go Away, in which he played the starring role. Bye, JPRPH1. Thank you. And you have a great rest of your day or night. And Sashi says Roger Taylor from Queen has a BS in biology. Roger Taylor Duran Duran does not. So there. And look, Mrs., I get confused so easily these days. Please don't confuse me more. I'll try not to. I will try not to. We have a Dweezil Zappa. He is the son of musical composer and performer Frank Zappa. He was exposed to the music industry from an early age. He developed a strong affinity for playing the guitar and producing music. He was able to learn directly from guitarists such as Stevie Vai and Eddie Van Halen. Zappa released his first single, produced by Eddie Van Halen, at the age of 12. In addition to writing and recording his own music, Zappa has carried on the legacy of his father's music by touring with the group Zappa Plays Zappa. The band features renditions of Zappa's original material, and the lineup has often included Zappa's alumni such as Napoleon Murphy Brock, Steve Vai, Terry Bozzio, and others. Weasel Zappa, 55 years old today. And we have Zhang Zhang, 46 years old, a Chinese chess grandmaster. He is the 9th Grandmaster of China, vice champion, and the 2005 Asian champion. 46 years old today. I just think it's neat to put people like this in. That's all I have to say about Zhang Zhang. But I wanted to say we have a Chinese chess grandmaster that was born today. We have a Yuna Kim. Yuna Kim is a South Korean retired competitive figure skater. She's 34 years old. She is the 2010 Olympic champion, the 2014 Olympic silver medalist, a two-time world champion, the 2009 Four Continents champion, a three-time Grand Prix final champion, the 2006 World Junior champion, the 2005 Junior Grand Prix final champion, and a six-time South Korean national champion. This Kim is the first South Korean figure skater to win a medal at an ISU Junior Grand Prix, or International Skating Union. But let's start this. Grand Kim is the first South Korean figure skater to win a medal at an ICU Junior Grand Prix or ISU Grand Prix, a figure skating event, the World Figure Skating Championships, and the Olympic Games. Oh, so she won in all of those events. She is the first female skater ever to win every major international competition, namely the Olympics, the Games, the World Championship, the Four Continents Championship, and the Grand Prix final. She is also the first figure skater ever to complete a Super Slam. She won every major senior and junior competition. She is one of the most highly recognized athletes and media figures in South Korea. As a result of her numerous accomplishments and popularity, she is quite often referred to as Queen Una. She is a former record holder for women in the short program, free skate, and combined total under the ISU judging system. She's broken world record scores 11 times under the ISU since 2007, 8 of which being her own records. She is also the first female skater to surpass the 150-point free skating mark and the 200-point and 220-point total mark, as well as the first and only female figure skater to have never finished off the podium in her entire career. So every competition she was in, she was on the podium. She won first, second, or third. Due to her strong artistry, musicality, skating skills, mental strength, and solid and consistent competitive record, she is regarded as one of the greatest figure skaters of all time. She is also noted for her rivalry with three-time world champion Mayo Asada from Japan. After she retired from competitive figure skating in 2014, she was instrumental in the successful bid to bring the 2018 Winter Olympics to Pyeongchang. She also had a successful professional skating career. She produced and appeared in several skating shows. Due to her sponsorships, Kim was one of the highest paid athletes in South Korea well into her retirement. That's okay. That's okay, Connie. And Atwood says, "Sorry about this, but went and took a quick shower." Well, thank you for that. And Financial Man, sorry, hell chat, finished call in, left message with HR. My office seems tired of my daily call ins and said, "Here's HR number. Try calling them today." LOL. Well, maybe they'll get tired and they'll give you an answer. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So, oh, yeah. And we have hellos and hellos. And we have our last birthday, which is Skander Keynes, an English political advisor and former actor. He is best known for playing Edmund what is it, Penvency in the Chronicles of Narnia film series. He appeared in all three: The Lion Witch in the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, and The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. He is also a Cambridge graduate in Middle Eastern Studies and a descendant of Charles Darwin and John Maynard Keynes. So happy birthday, 33 years old today. He doesn't look anything like he did as a child. So that's why I put that picture there. So that is our birthdays, everybody. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Yes, it's this, since I have nothing but time, went to the NJ state page and looks like disability is a 6-month process. So it's likely I'll be calling in for quite a while as they have yet not to notify me that they started the process. Well, I hope they have and just haven't told you. Um, I just hope you get reconciliation soon. So, okie doke, let's check out the poll here real quick. We have 23 votes. Thank you so much. 14 people watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that. And I love the participation in the chat. I really, really do. We have 13 likes. There's one like not there. So whoever didn't like it. So 23 votes on the poll: pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, gnocchi, and risotto. That is the order of our poll today. So it is now time for pizza memes. Yes, we're doing pizza memes today because it is National Cheese Pizza Day. So here we go with our memes. It is 11:44 into the 11:44 in my neck of the woods, and an hour and 44 into the show. Yeah, Dad Man, did you like it? Usually, I forget to like his shows, and he forgets to like mine. So here we go. If it wasn't Dad Man, we're sorry. I'll make you apologize later, Adman, if it wasn't Dadman. So here we go. Pizza fills the void in my life. Yes, pizza. See, these are gonna be so painful today because I'm gonna need to cut carbs, so we're gonna have to be watching a lot of this. How I cut carbs. Yes, with a pizza cutter. I like that pizza cutter, though. Everyone, I'm engaged. Just kidding. But I do have pizza. That's pretty much the same thing, right? No thanks. Pizza is gross, said no one ever. I bet you I know people that don't like pizza. Lasagna is in the mix. It says that the one of them is lasagna or spaghetti. Get that cauliflower pizza. That helps. I don't know. I have to try it. Do you know the difference between this pizza and your opinion? I asked for the pizza. That's a little snarky, don't you think? I just want someone to look at me at the way I look at pizza. Oh, look, they made little pepperonis. Oh, 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 so adorable. Yeah, I lift slices of pizza to my mouth. I know I've shown these before, but a lot of these, but I think they're funny. Yeah, I'm into fitness. Fitting this whole pizza in my mouth. Atwood says the only people that don't like pizza are whiny 8-year-olds who just say it but actually love it. Oh well, it's okay. Let me look at the poll. Let's see how much it would not have made a difference with the placement of them, just the percentages, obviously. My dream is to eat at that little table that comes on top of the pizza. No, I never said you were wrong. I never said you were wrong. One pepperoni pizza, please. That's how I like my pepperoni pizza. I do not really like pepperoni. Some people have gingerbread houses. I have a Pizza Hut. Oh, what do you call a fake pizza? A pepperoni. Yes, I want 1,800 pepperoni pizza, please. Comes with handle, and the handle is edible. Not all superheroes wear capes. Some deliver pizza. Pizza won't divorce you. Pizza won't betray you. Pizza won't cheat on you. Pizza won't fight with you. Why don't people just marry pizza? Pepperoni is the default. Even people that order cheese pizza get the pepperoni on it accidentally. I ordered pizza recently, and I ordered Dad. It was a thing where you can get two pizzas. So Dadman wanted bacon, so it was like one topping. So Dadman had bacon, and I ordered mushrooms. So we got the pizzas, and Dadman. I opened they delivered them, and he left. And I started taking the stuff out. Opened up, there was the bacon. Opened up, it was pepperoni. I was so I was so pardon the I was so cheesed. Um, and so I called them back. I called them and I said, "Yes, you just delivered my order. Um, you ordered I ordered a mushroom pizza. I checked to make sure I didn't mess it up. And they said, "Well, do you want a new one?" And I'm thinking, "Yes, I ordered a mushroom pizza. I don't want pepperoni." And I said, "I can't eat pepperoni." I didn't say I didn't like it, but I don't like. It's not my favorite. And I wasn't going to eat, more than one slice of pepperoni, even if I had the choice. So she said, so she's, asked all these questions, which I don't know why. Just look there, I need it. And so she said, "Okay, 1 minute." And then the manager come on, and he says, "Yeah, what's the problem?" So I told him, and he goes, "Do you want a credit, or do you want a new pizza?" I said, "I want my mushroom pizza." And he was really kind of miffed at me, but I don't care. And so she says, "It's weird. Asian food is mostly carbs and we have less problems. It's only when Western style foods came here did we start to have the rise in health issues." I think a lot of that is quantity and not what it is. Because I think a lot of times when, the a meal is set out, if I'm wrong, correct me, there's a lot of dishes to eat from, right? And but Western dog food is a burger or or fried chicken. You don't just eat a little bit. It's the quantity. And it also is well, it's the chemicals and additives they put in. If processed foods, but there are Western uh, style foods like the hamburgers and all those kind of things that are very very different. And you don't get the variety of the foods like you do in like I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I think that that might be some of it. That there's a variety, and so you can have the vegetables. You can have you can have the rice. You can have that, but there's so many other things, so many other side dishes. Oh, American food is horrible. So the stuff that even if it Phantom even okay, let me put this up. Okay, so this is what Sashi said, and Phantom says it's not the carbs or the food; it's all the chemicals and additives they put in them these days. And Edward says it's a self control thing. And Phantom says Mexican Doritos has about a third of the ingredients of the U.S. version. Mex ones taste lighter and fresher. Same with Mex Coke. I agree with you. So if they bring over foods like that to other countries, they're different. They're made different. Now, if they get the stuff shipped from the United States, yeah, it's going to have a lot of that stuff to it. Um, but if they're eating Doritos that are they're made to the rules of the country they're in, just the same as Mexican Doritos. I'm talking about like foods that they make there, like at restaurants, the hamburgers, the French fries, the um, Subway sandwiches, all that stuff that is made there. They're not the same way stuff is normally cooked over there. And I say over in Asian countries. Am I incorrect in that? Um, so it's yeah, some of the food that we have here is horrific. I agree with you, Phantom. It's horrible. I saw this travel blogger's photo and thought she was sitting in a giant pizza. I look at it and still think she's sitting in a giant pizza. I guess it's rose petals or flower petals. Yes, yes. It's very different. Um, oh, did I get a? One second, guys. I gotta. Oh, thank you, JBRBH. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I did not see that over. Thank you, Dadman, for letting me know. That is greatly appreciated. I will check it out after the stream, and um, and I will send you a proper thank you. Sorry, that did not pop up. I wish they popped up in my um, chat, but they don't. So thank you, Dadman, for that. And yes, I thank you, JPRPH1. Yeah, yes, and I guess that's kind of what I'm saying is when they do the still the don't they serve a lot of times at McDonald's the drinks? Number one, you don't get unlimited drinks, and they're in glasses. Um, very very different, very very different. But I think that a lot of the greasy foods and the calorie foods um, that were not over that were imported from the United States to other countries have been a detriment. High sugar, high sugary foods, but you guys have your own kind of candies and stuff too. But I think they just kind of inundated it. And Phantom outside. That's not pizza. That's polar bear gazpacho. What are you up to now? LOL. And Snortapoopas snuffles innocently. I still think it looks like she's sitting in a pizza. It is so funny. When you're waiting for pizza. Yes, especially if you're hungry. Are you mad? Me, passive aggressively. Nope. I even saved you some pizza. Us. Uh, Agent Atwood snorting over here, sitting quietly due to his eating humans as a diet. What we don't, yes, what we don't know won't hurt us. Yep, right, Snortapoopas. The tourist accidentally found their way into the soup bowl. Nods his snoot. Yes, Deadman, if you ever get a pizza like this, you know I'm angry at you. Think it'd be worth the punishment? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, and the upset tummies. Yes. Oops, I guess that was our last one, everybody. Yeah, you don't get any refills. Plus, the cup size is smaller. McDonald's also serves porridge and rice dishes. I I would love to go. Atwood says that man won't know you're angry at him because he'll be dead. No, I would love to go to other countries, and I know this seems weird, but go to like their McDonald's and order something that's not a traditional American McDonald's sandwich or whatever, and see what they have and compare. I think I know that seems really weird, but um, because like you said, the McDonald's there are so different than sorry, I keep hitting my microphone. So different than what we have over here. That they are a completely different animal. Yes, Good Morning Mythical does cool videos on that. That's another site that they show different foods from uh, different McDonald's and places like that. So, everybody, we are done for today. It is a 12 o'clock in my neck of the woods. So, we have been streaming for 2 hours. Let me check and make sure that they are here before I um, throw you that direction. And they are. So, I'm going to put this over here. Okay, let's see. My brother once had a rabbit who loved pepperoni, and people think rabbits are vegetarians. Not that one. He still a slice and growl while eating pepperoni. Uh, yeah. What, me do a 24-hour stream? Yeah, no. No way, Jose. So when we're done with the show here, thank you for hanging out, Sashi. I greatly appreciate it. You have a good sleep, and I will see you tomorrow or maybe tonight. My tonight, your good morning. I don't know. See you later. But letting you all know that are still here. Sci-Fi Mommy does a Galactic Cafe at noon. It has just started. So I'm going to go ahead and put that link in. And when I wrap up here, if you guys could go over there and say a Mrs. Raid and drop a like and give her some viewing hour, give her some viewing time to help her get to monetization. So here we go. That is the link to that. And we are going to start our in the show promotion. So we have the 2024 and SEC and the Michigan College Football Weekly with Dadman Walking 55 and Bucky's Crafting. It's a fun show. It will be weekly. So next Wednesday at 10 p.m. on Dadman Walking channel, you can check it out. And let's see here. We have a block party with me on Tuesday at next Tuesday. Well, yeah, Tuesday at 1 p.m. I will be doing the coyote. Phantom says the rabbit was gray. If he were white, I'd say he might have been part polar bear. And Snorterpooper says, take care, every human. I also do impromptu build streams blocking out the boredom. You can find out when those happen and by following me on Twix and Threads. I am also do this show, Morning Musings with Mrs. DadmanWalking, your daily dose of positivity, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. We do puzzles, birthdays, celebrations, and memes. You can watch it on YouTube or Twitch. If you'd like to support me, you can buy me a cup of coffee like JPRPH did this morning. Thank you so much for that. It is greatly appreciated. You can do a one time donation or a daily donation. Uh, a one time or a daily. A one time donation, I always say that wrong, or a monthly donation. You can do daily if you want. I'd really appreciate that. But a monthly donation, it's equivalent to doing a um, joining on YouTube. But since I'm not monetized, I can't, and I get more of the money on coffee. You can also check out my creator wish list on Throne. Both of them are Mrs. Dadman Walking 55. Yes, for $1 a day. Yes, I should do an ad like that. Bye, Connie. See you later. You have a great one. Have a great one. And if you watch that football show live or later, please let Dadman know what you think. You can send me, Dadman Walking, or Anglo, our youngest who's a streamer on Twitch, a mail if you would like to go through the post office, P.O. Box 26603, Jacksonville, Florida 32226. My streams and VODs, youtube.com at Mrs.DadmanWalking55. Twitch is Mrs. Dadman Walking, no punctuation, no numbers. Reminders, Twix is at MDadmanWalking and Threads is at Mrs. Dadman Walking, no punctuation. So let's check out our poll. I almost forgot. Let me do this. let me do this and let's end our poll with 23 votes, everybody. Thank you so much for that. We have 23 votes in our poll with, let's see, come on, pop up. Pizza being first, then spaghetti lasagna second, gnocchi or gnocchi, and then risotto. We've had 14 people like the video. So thank you guys very much for that. So on that note, it is now time to say, whoops, not that one. See you next time. And remember to be kind, to show love, and you're not promised tomorrow. So go to bed with no regrets. And most of all, I wish you peace. So have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods. And go over to Sci Fi Mommy and tell her that this is a Mrs. Ray. I will see you guys later, and you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.